Hi all. So up till now we have learned how to add pages and navigation in the Next.js application. We have created a two-level hierarchy, that is from home page to state and then to city, right? After that what we need is link for specialty and then doctor profile. So here we will be able to navigate California, Los Angeles, cardiology, that is the specialty, and then some doctor, like this. So I'll explain these two pages, but for now this I want you to take up. This is a task for you guys. For now I'll switch to another topic and later we will get back to this link again. Okay, so what is next? After we build the page and the navigation and all, we want these links to look good, right? So we need to make this as good UI component. So we'll focus on the UI part. So before I switch to UI part, let's understand the frameworks. As this is a React internship, but you can see I'm explaining you Next.js, right? So what is React.js, Next.js? Why I'm training on Next.js, right? So let's go to React.js website. The React.js website says the library for web. So it's a library, but what we want to build a complete web application is a framework. Okay, and React is not a framework, it's just a library for user interfaces. How to create user interfaces, how to manage the state of that UI and all. But a web framework needs a lot of extra things other than user interfaces. Like we need navigation, routing management, state management, SSR, right, server side rendering and all. Lot of other things are required. Any web framework, a complete web framework, has all of these features. Like if you talk about AngularJS, right? So AngularJS is a MVVM framework. It's not a library, it's a framework. So similarly, Next.js is a web framework. It's based on React. So it uses React user interface library but adds other missing feature to make it as a framework. So if you go to this React website and say learn React and go to installation page, in create React app, you will see that it's not giving you any React command. It's asking you to select any full stack framework, that is Next.js, React Router, Expo. So these are the frameworks which give you complete web development features. But the common thing is it all uses React. So now why React has been launched and why Next.js or these frameworks use React instead of having their own UI framework? So React has solved a lot of common problems in interfaces, right? So if you talk about Angular, they have their own rendering logic. So if you create a Angular component, you will have to learn that Angular syntax. So React tried to extract all those things, try to made making UI simplified, and it has a virtual DOM concept which makes the rendering very fast. In Angular and other web frameworks, when they get complex, their UI becomes very slow. So these are the problems which are major problem in any web framework was solved by React, but rest of the things are left to the framework. Later in these sessions we will understand exact the problems which React has solved, what is virtual DOM and all those things. But for now just understand that the adding a page, adding router, adding links, these are all part of the framework. So when we started this project, we created a Next.js project, we added the page and all these links. The link is the Next.js link. But now we are moving on to adding the components. That's why we need to understand React, because the components are created using UI, React. Okay, so in React, how do you create components? So if you have learned HTML, you know how to create component, right? You have div, you have a link, p link, p tags and all those things, right? So same tags are used in React.js. But for some advanced components like card, React has some uh, component library where we can use card directly, right? Either you can build the card from scratch, or you can use the card provided by the library. Okay, so now I'll end this video. It was just an introduction to this concept. In the next video, I'll explain how to create a card and replace this not so good looking links to a card based design.